Today we're going to review expense report approvals. Once an employee prepares an expense report and then submits that expense report for reimbursement, the employee is going to indicate an approver on the expense report, who's generally their manager. The manager can then go in and approve that expense report or reject it based on the information that's on the expense report. Once it's been approved, the expense report will then go into the accounting system for processing so the employee can get paid. In order to approve an expense report, the manager simply needs to go to the Expense Reporting Center. Once in the Expense Reporting Center, the manager can click on Expense Report Approval. Once in the Expense Report Approval Center, the manager will find pending expense reports along the side. In this case, there's just one, but as you can see, there's the familiar double arrows. If there was multiple expense reports here, the manager could click on any one of those arrows and it'll bring up the expense report in this section of the page. In here, we can see there's an expense report that has been submitted. This is a testing expense report. This expense report has a date, there's a unique identifier associated with the expense report, and of course there are line items associated with this expense report as well. This particular report is for $627.14. It includes some mileage logs as well as some receipts. As we've discussed in other videos, the user can click on View on any of these line items to bring up that particular item. In this case, we have a mileage log. After reviewing the expense report, the manager can then either approve or reject the expense report. If the manager rejects the expense report, which we'll do here, when the rejection is sent, the employee will receive an email indicating that the expense report has been rejected. So it's important here to indicate why the expense report is being rejected so the employee can make corrective action and resubmit the expense report.